I thought I was taking out. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. I gotta take him because I got a lefty pitcher, so I gotta take out all these left hand bats. So you gotta sit down. Tim Elko got to start. Come on, man. Folks, you gotta sit out. Gotta sit them down. They're slumping. Let Brady come in. Get the young rookies come in. No, he ain't betting that yet.
Live from Dodger Stadium, the national spotlight is on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
I just saw a post on Facebook. Oh, shit. Rookie of the year. Jay Howard. That's good. They got me a rookie of the year. Who cares? I think I showed Samuel, yeah. That's dope. I like that.
Biggest storyline coming into this one. He's riding quite the hitting streak, Singy.
Been seeing the ball so well, Boog. One of the toughest outs in the league right now. It'll be interesting to see how they pitch to him today.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Our starter in this one, Blake Snell. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
And a swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
I have dropped the homeowners insurance stuff out tomorrow.
Andrew Vaughn now went deep in the ball game last night.
Go out today. Oh, we take that.
That's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Starting to hit a little bit.
Batting third, center fielder Andrew Benintendi.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate, leading the AL in batting average. Fouled off. He was late. Benintendi was named Player of the Month recently, and that's not the first time that's happened this year. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
When you're winning Player of the Month more than once in the same season, you might be earning some other awards in the offseason. I think he's set up pretty well in the MVP race.
Hit on the ground might be two. To second, there's one. Oh, to first, safe. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Jay Howard. Dives and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, and they do get the third out of the inning. So one hit is all they...
Man, that's wild.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Let's see what the former World Series MVP can do with this at bat, Chris. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. Hesung Kim, the next to hit. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
You can never say enough about Ohtani in 2020.
Quickly to second for 1. And that's 2. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Luis Robert Jr. Down and away for ball 1. Robert, a former All-Star, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was born in Cuba. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting 6th, right fielder J.D. Martinez.
And now J.D. Martinez.
Blake Snell on the mound today, and everyone knows he's got a great shoe collection, but his trophy cabinet's pretty full as well. He's won multiple Cy Young awards, one in the American League with the Rays and another in the National League with the Padres.
Batting 7th, left fielder number 21.
2 down, bases empty. Braden Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one's in there, 0-1.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
On the ground to third, Muncy sends it to first, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Here come the Dodgers. No score. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez matched a homer in his last game. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1.
1-0.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Cannon ready to fire now. Strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
That one hit to right. Martinez on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Catcher Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. And that one fouled off. That just misses.
That's the ball.
1-1.
Boog, one of our
One ball,
favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one. Up and in, 2-2. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Mookie Betts in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And Mookie takes. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire. And he's got it in right field for the 3rd out. Back at the ballpark, and one of the things that's been happening lately, hot hitting as we take a look at the numbers this month. Snell back to work.
Oh my
Swing,
God!
a high fly ball, well struck. That one carried. Out of here. He muscles that one out the opposite way. His 4th home run of the season. It's 1-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well.
Gone.
Yes, back-to-back bats.
He leaves the yard to right. His 7th home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And a foul ball. Sosa stands at second with no outs.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him way out front of the slurve.
Boog, as a hitter, there's a clear line between being aggressive at the plate in a good way, attacking pitches you can drive, and then being over-aggressive in a way that plays into the hands of the pitcher. You've got to have pitch recognition, and right there, just way too aggressive. And even though some of those pitches might have looked good coming in, you got to track them a little bit longer because not one of those 4 pitches was actually in the strike zone.
Chases that one upstairs.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Really aggressive at the plate and that at bat, Siggy. He was hacking at all of them.
Yeah, and he chased all 3 of the pitches, Boog, and that's not a bat you feel good about as a hitter, but I think we have to give some credit to the guy out there on the mound. Clearly those offerings had some serious deception to him.
No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. Man on second, 2 down.
Oh, that might be gone.
Left field,
that might
way
be
back
gone.
there. And he breaks it into the warning track. But 2 rounds. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
I like the basic stuff.
Little chopper rolls foul. And that's in the dirt. Ball 1. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
And that's down and away.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires are...
Yeah, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that one's off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Tommy Edman stands in now and watches strike one.
That's the ball.
Just missed.
1-1. Ball, that's down.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the third. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Stays alive. Got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Andy Pajes getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
No balls, one strike.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Two outs and one in scoring position. Next pitch off the plate, and it's 1-2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Tattooed and gone.
Oh, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. Now at 2 apiece. 3 innings in the book on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Foul ball there.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
0-2 now. Up and in. Look out. High in the air, out to right. Pajes ranging back. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Throw on to Freeman, and Martinez is out.
Now batting, number 21.
So up next for Chicago, Braden Montgomery. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Late on that fastball.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 4th, and now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani with a swing. High fly ball driven deep to right. Bangs off the wall. The throw into second, and that's a leadoff double.
Waste no time there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here. You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
0-1.
Strike two.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the rip.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Swing and a ground ball. And it goes just foul. Turns and fires the Betts. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That one ripped, but foul.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
It gets down, base hit. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Edgar Caro. He's already homered here in this one. That one out to right. Brings it in. 1 away.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And here is Sosa to the plate. 1 for 2. And fouled off.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Left flip for 1. Out to Freeman, double play.
Fix that button.
Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
Third baseman,
Let's go for it.
Muncy.
They each for the all-star. Can't lose for the all-star.
And that's a strike. Muncy, multi-time all-star, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Edman, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
No, that's inside.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Got him out.
Started to go to 1-2. A check on it to third. And he held back, according to Rusty Valentine.
He was out in front of that.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now batting.
So 2 down now, and here is Andy Pajes. And that's in the dirt.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that is that. Offense held in check there. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 3 and the White Sox 2. Back here in
Leading off
L.A.,
for the
start of the
Whitesox,
sixth, John
third
Shambi
baseman,
with Chris
Andrew
Singleton.
Vaughn.
And leading off, Andrew Vaughn. Snell back to work. In the air, right side. Drops into the glove, and there's one down. Andrew Benintendi steps up.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Now batting number 10.
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Jay Howard. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
White Sox down a run. Drilled out towards left center field. Edman in position. He's got it, and that is that. Nothing doing here. Bottom of the 6th, and here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And there's the strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering is down low, and the count is 1-1.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's, you know, just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Freeman headed for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now here is Hae-Sung Kim. Close one, doesn't get the call. And 1-1.
1-1.
That one missed.
Ball.
Runner at third, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouled off left side. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Freeman stands at third with one gone in the inning.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Left-hand hitter waits. This one in the air, center field. Benintendi is there. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. The throw's offline. He's saved. And they lead by 2. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Check swing, called strike.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Martinez running hard to get it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Pajes. One down.
Up next for Chicago, right fielder
J.D. Martinez stands in. 0 for 2 in this one. That one outside. 1-0. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Evan Phillips up and loosening in the pen. Yates getting cranked up as well. Now a jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Montgomery in now. Takes ball one off the plate. On the ground, right side. Kim handles, throws to first, and that is that. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 61 on for his 20th appearance of the year.
Number 61, Mike Vassell.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Nasty pitch right there, and it's 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Montgomery makes the catch, and that'll do it. Evan Phillips on the pitch here.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swings through that.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Edgar Caro. His righty-lefty splits there. What a stop. Over to first, and they get the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swings and misses at the sweeper. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Up the middle. Jumps, throws, on target. He got him. Nice play. Nothing doing for the White. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. That's in there. It's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next pitch is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Pulled the string on the changeup. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air, left field. Montgomery settles under this one. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here is Freddie Freeman. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
1 ball, 1
2
strike.
outs, base is empty. And strike two.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Zips it to first. Out number 3. Tanner Scott on to try and close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Headed towards the corner. Makes the grab on the run. And a quick out, number 1. Benintendi up here.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Scott, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Not the best swing that time from the first-round pick.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Oh, great grab on the dive. Gathers and throws, and he'll be safe at first.
Wow. Wow.
Jay Howard now at the plate. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. And there's a base hit. Oh, the throw is over his head. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it's
Muncy. And they take care of Robert for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Whitesox down to their final out. J.D. Martinez steps up.
Yes, we tied the game up.
1 runs in.
Tie game, baby. Tie game.
Now a second
Yes.
crosses the plate.
Tie game.
And they tied it in the top of the 9th.
He was a little off balance. He got
So up next, Braden Montgomery.
Sorry, Braden.
0 for 3 in this one. And that one fouled off. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Comes up empty.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
4-4 in the 9th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High fly ball out to center field. Kim on his way over, and that's the 3rd out. A rally back here at Dodger Stadium. And here is Ha-Seong Kim. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. And there's one away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Damn.
And a base hit. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Strike three, got him swinging. That K is his third of the game.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Winning run stands at second. Popped up right side. Sosa
He's gonna walk it off.
makes the grab, and that will end the inning.
Y'all in trouble.
One left for LA. Still.
Nope. Y'all in trouble now, Jack. Oh.
All square at 4 apiece. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off here in extra innings. Anthony Rizzo.
Well, tough spot when you've been sitting on the bench all the way into extra innings, but this could be a huge at bat for him if he can get on.
He was late there. Strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Hernandez settles underneath it. And it's caught for the out. And here's the catcher, Edgar Caro. He's already homered in this game. And he chases a high fastball there.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Tied at 4. And that is out of play. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Seems that he was committed to swinging at this pitch regardless of where it was before the pitch was even released. He's in an 0-2 count, and you're looking to battle at that point, trying to protect the zone. So you do become a little more swing happy, but on a fastball that doesn't even come.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Next to hit, Andrew Vaughn. Hitting the air right field. Nice grab on the run. And we're back. Mookie Betts. New pitcher for the White Sox, Cam Boozer.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Back to the mound. And hit him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the lefty status. Max Muncy at the dish. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Tag, safe and safe.
Oh, you serious?
And good hustle to move
Man,
up.
this game
That's a wild pitch. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Lifted in the air, out to left. Montgomery makes the catch for the out. And here comes Tommy Edman. Out in front and foul to the left side. The winning run on second base. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
him.
And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch misses.
1-0. Ball.
In the dirt. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying, and that will end the inning.
Yes. Good D.
Back now, we're in extras,
Andy.
and
Walk it
there's
off,
a new
Andy.
arm on the mound,
Yeah, I can
Luis
walk it off.
Garcia.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Tap foul at the plate. That one
1-1.
misses, and now it's even 1-1.
You're going to use the sweeper like a slide.
Now a screamer into the outfield.
Ball.
Pulls it in, 1 away.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in the scoring position, but that's just one of those hang with thems.
No.
Checks his swing, now an appeal to third. No swing, just held it back there. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Muncy sizing this one up, squeezes it, and there's 2 away. So here's Robert now. This one smoked out to left. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We're in extras here. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Ground ball right side. Sosa. And Freeman is retired. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a chopper. Throw on to Rizzo, and that quickly 2 away. Here's Shohei Ohtani. And that one a little below the knees, and that's ball 1. Got it started a little too early, strike 1.
1-1.
Now this is in the air down the line. Brings it in, and that'll do it. No runs. Back here. In LA, and here is J.D. Martinez. Garcia back to work, and that one fouled off. Fouled off down the right side. Got it! Down on strikes, and there's 1 away here in the 12th.
First strikeout for him in this one, and that splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
And now, Braden Montgomery. Ripped to short. Betts whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Infield shifted to the pull side. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. On the ground, right side. Slings to first, so Rizzo retired. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 12th inning now. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And that misses.
That's the ball.
And it's 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Up and in, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Ball one there. Base is empty, one away. Here deep into extra innings. Hard hit left side. Throw on to Rizzo, and that quickly 2 away. Here's Betts. First offering, and it just misses. Betts takes low.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on, and we're deep into extras. This one popped up. Sosa hauls it in to end the inning.
I might have to
S.V.G takes over on the mound.
That might be a glitch.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Damn.
Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. One up, one down. And here is Lenny Sosa. Swinging a foul out of play. The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one way inside. Right side, Kim. In plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 strike.
Come on, Andrew.
Oh, 2 now as he swings through it.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Damn.
Swing and a ball drilled center field.
That was a slide.
Edman brings it in for the 3rd out. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Muncy digs in. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
That's in there. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout.
Now
Bryce Wilson gets the call from the pen.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
On the ground. Steps on first for the out. And the batter now, Andy Pajes. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Dodger Stadium. There's been intending to start it off. Fouled off. He was late. Cut on and lifted in the air. Long run, nice grab. And there's one down. Now it's the shortstop, Jay Howard.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. And they take care of Robert. On to the bottom of the 14th. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Freddie Freeman. Tried to check his swing, appeal to third. And yes, he did. He went around. Slice the other way and foul. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Freeman headed for third. And he makes it to third. Winning run aboard and nobody out.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely. Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Out to short, Howard. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Go to the wrong base.
Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Tied at 4. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Next offering misses down and away.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at bat.
Base hit right field. Across is the winning.
Shit.
Close one here today.
Damn. Thank you. 50 at that speed, 50 at that 8 hits. 4 runs, no walks, 8 strikeouts. We got 2 homes. I like this. I had 2 L's. Shit, he 6 pitches. My starter actually did pretty good. He got 4 runs with 8 Ks. 5 RBI. Maybe 6 pitches. Wow. That was a good one. I am sleepy as shit. We got one more against the Dodgers.